As I'm sure you figured out by now if you've been following along, OneNote 2007 is all about staying organized. So let's go through a scenario now where you've got a client type notebook opened up and the number of clients you're bringing on is growing. So now all of a sudden you've got many sections across the top and it's beginning to look a little bit cluttered, the opposite of what you want in OneNote. Well, in that case, you might want to consider organizing similar type sections into a section group, and that's what we're going to talk about in this lesson. Now, section group is going to contain sections, but at a different level, meaning you can go up and down the hierarchy to get into a group and see those sections, go back up to the top level to see the section group name. I'll show you what I mean. First thing we need to do is create a new section group. So let's do that. Let's say our high priority clients are going to go into this group. So all we have to do is, well, there's a number of different ways to create a new group. We could go to File, down to New, and just below Section is Section Group. I'm not going to select that. I'm going to click out here and go to my toolbar. Now the New button is New Section, but if I click the drop down, there's Section Group there as well. And of course, you know my favorite way to create things, and that is to right click. So up here next to a section, I'm going to right click in an empty spot, and New Section Group also appears here. Whatever you prefer, go ahead and select New Section Group. It's created. New Section Group is the default name. It's selected. You can type right over it. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do High Priority Clients, just like that. When I hit enter, I've got a new group. Now if I click on this group, I'm going to go down to that level. And you can see there are no sections in this particular group. Now I can click here to create a new section, or go up to the new option on the File menu, of course, or if I've already got the sections, I can move them in here as well. When I go down into a group, this little arrow appears here to allow me to go back up to the parent section, which is the top level. So I'm going to give that a click, takes me back up to my notebook. There's my group. Groups will always appear to the right of your sections in a notebook. And to get lynda.com in there, all I have to do is click and drag it. Simple. I click and drag, and when I see my mouse pointer over high priority clients with the little box under it, means I can let go, and it's moved in there. Now if I hold it, you can see what happens. I actually go into the group, and here's my lynda.com section in that group called High Priority Clients. To go back up, I click the arrow. This time I'm going to do a little quicker with Acme. I'm going to click, drag, let go, and it's actually popped in there. I'm still at the top level. David Rivers Training Consulting does not belong in there. It belongs in a new group. So I'm going to go to the toolbar this time, click the drop down, choose Section Group, and call this one Low Priority Clients. And David Rivers Training and Consulting is going to go in there. I'll let go. And now all I have is one section in my notebook, Open Issues, and two section groups, High Priority Clients and Low Priority Clients. When I click on these, I go down to those levels to see those sections within the group. I can always go back up using my up arrow. Now you can have section groups within section groups, and you can create quite a hierarchy if you want. It will help you stay organized and keep the top of your notebook uncluttered. Now, what about getting them back out? Let's say I don't have enough clients to really be doing this quite yet. It's good to know for later on. I'm going to go to Low Priority Clients and bring David Rivers Training and Consulting back up. To do that, I click and drag the tab over here to the arrow and let go, and it comes back up to the top level. If I go to Low Priority Clients, you can see there's nothing in there. So I'm going to go back up, and I don't need that new group anymore. So over here where it says Low Priority Clients, I'm going to right click on the name. Right clicking gives me a pop-up menu where I can rename it, move it, or there it is, delete it. When I click on delete, I need to confirm that I meant to do that by clicking yes. I've removed that group. So simply right clicking, choosing delete, confirming will remove the group. So I don't want to do that right now with my high priority clients because there's two in there. So I want to click and drag those out. I can do both of them. Go back up to the top level. Now I know I can right click, delete that, and confirm by clicking yes. I've now removed that group as well. So just keep in mind that your section groups can really help you stay organized when you start to feel a little bit overcrowded or cluttered at the top of your notebook. Last thing I'm going to do now is just move Open Issues back to the end, click and drag, and David Rivers Training and Consulting over before Open Issues. And that's the way I want it for now. Later on, as I start to build more clients and more sections, I will consider creating section groups.